Hey guys, it's Ethan again, and I'm here with Spikes, because Spikes are still good. Especially with Legion and Break Ride. See, Break Rides are still good, people. Obviously, first, anyway. Mecha Trainer, if you're not playing this, you're literally cancer. It's too good. Why are you not playing it?
Yay, Conrad.
Next. 5 draw triggers. I was playing 6 draw, 6 critical, but I got too many draws. 5 draw is perfect for the deck. It helps a lot, but you also need the crits for that late game push, late to mid game push, so it helps a lot. Next we have 7 critical, because we, like I just said, we need help for that push. And obviously you're going to run 4 of the Unflipper, just in case you need it from using Trainer's skill. But yeah, 7 crit, 5 draw is the way to go with this deck. If you're running stands, what's wrong with you? If you're doing it any other different, what's wrong with you? 4 heal, obviously, just generic heal, because you need heals. Next, grade 1, tech of an Oasis Boy. Obviously, it can be searched out by Trainer, so you don't need to run more than 1. If it goes into damage zone, oh well, you'll live. If you get it in hand first turn, oh well, you'll live. If you ride it, you'll live. It just makes your Vanguard 40k instead of 30 when you do the big push. So it helps a lot, because people just either perfect guard it, or they guard with like 31 after taking all the rest of the attacks. So that extra 10k does help a lot, but like I said, you can live without it. Next, we have 4 perfect guards. 4 Sugarman, because obviously just perfect guards. Obviously you need to do that in this age. Next, we have 4 Wonder Boy. Well, why a vanilla instead of the Counterblast 1 draw one? Because of the timing. That card effect activates at the end of the damage step, at the end of the battle step. Some of the other effects, like Reckless Express, happen at the close step of the battle step, not at the end. So that Reckless Express skill goes back to the deck before you get to draw. So 8k vanilla helps for boost and really good for, so your opponent can't rush you if you ride it on first turn with 7k. So next, 4 Reckless, because best grade 1 ever, becomes a 12k, it can hit grade 1s for just a Soul Blast. Goes back to the deck, which is what you want, so you can call it back out if you need to. With the Legion and Break Ride, that becomes 27. With its skill as well, so good. Next, grade 2s. 2 Jumbo Stun Gun. You don't need any more than this. If you're on 5 damage, you don't need it at all anyway. If you're on 4, you only need 1 in the deck. You can send it back for Legion. Unless both of them go in damage zone, then you just wait till you're on 5. Next, 2 Fierce Leaders Zachary. The 9k helps. And early game, people most likely won't guard your grade 2, turn 2 rush. So, you just ride 80 grade 2, ride this, call this, attack with this first, because people won't guard that usually. And it's a 9k, it hit a Vanguard, Soul Blast 1 to draw 1, it goes back to the deck. So you get to draw early game if it hits. And if it doesn't, it just sits there and then it just keeps pressure on your opponent. And your opponent attacks a rear guard other than your Vanguard, which is always good. So then you can stall out and make them get you to 4 late game when they've got no hand. Next, we have 3 Silver Blaze. I was running 4, but I started to get rid of a few to get Zachary. I was also trying 2, but they kept going to damage zone, and I needed them, mainly. So, 3 Silver Blaze is the perfect number. You do not need any more than 3, and you don't need any less than 3. Because 34k on its own without a trigger, pretty goddamn good on that final push turn. Next, obviously 4 of them 8, because 3 24k attacks for 3 counterblast and gaining 3 soul. Well, just why not? It's I can't wait for the GB1 clone of this. It's definitely going to happen, and obviously you need it because it's Legion, mate. Grade 3s, obviously standard. 4 Break Rides. One of the best Break Rides in the game. It's free for its effect, and any rear guard attacks gains 10k until in battle. And it goes back to bottom of the deck. But all of them are going to do that anyway. The only downside with this card is it only gains 2k when it's boosted. Most of the time it's not going to be boosted. Because Trainer will have gone off by then, hopefully. Next, 4 Bloody Ogle. Obviously Legion, no good one. Basically, they're some type of break ride, all your rear guards gain 15 when they attack. And with skills like Reckless Express, they get another 5, or Silver Blaze gets another 10 with a Soul Blast. So all those free ogles that those free frozen ogles you just put back into Solve with their own effect. You've got Soul now for pretty much all your rear guard attacks. So you can call 3 Silver Blaze in that turn, and then just use Soul Blast all your ogles. And for the last grade 3, a random tech of Skydiver. This is because I like the art, I like him, his effect is useful. He's on hit pressure, he's 11k, so he can just, unless your opponent's cross ride, you just call him on any turn, and he hits, If he hits, he goes into Soul, you call something from your hand, so you can call a Reckless Express attack again. If not, he stays there. There's an 11k that your opponent has to deal with, so less attacks in your Vanguard again, which is always good. On the turn you do your big rush attack, he's 26. So if you attack with him first, or if you go Ogle, 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 then him, attack for 26, you can get 8 attacks instead of 7. So he is really good. And if he doesn't hit, he just goes back to bottom of the deck anyway, which makes it a lot easier. Well, yeah, I think it gets shuffled. Yeah, shuffled because of Legion and Break Ride. But it gets shuffled back into the deck, and then you can call him out with the Legion skill again, make even more pressure. He's so good. Even as only as one of. Next, 4 of the only Strider we have which makes sense and is good at the moment. 4 Godless Bleed, Flash Boosts. On hit, put a card from hand into Soul. Call something from deck, gains 5k. Call a Reckless Express, becomes 17. Call Zachary, becomes a 14, and if it hits, Soul Blast draw. So if you put a crit into this card's Soul, call out any Soul Blaster, attack, gains 5k, and then you get Soul Blaster triggers, so then you can Legion next turn. It's on hit pressure, 26. People don't want you calling stuff, and if you get to call something good, it's extra attack, and you only put 1 card in card from hand from Soul. If not, it's just 26k, and you've just got 3 cards in hand from Stride. Next, because at the moment, he is just as useful as a vanilla, which is the only other things I could use, because in this deck, I don't want to be using Counterblast with Blizzard, and I won't be alive long enough to do my due if my opponent survives. So I just run 4 Dudley Geronimo, which I will find a way to break eventually. But at the moment, he's just there, basically a vanilla for G-assisting, getting rid of 2 of him for G-assist, or just looking pretty in my G-zone. But yeah, that's been it. Obviously, we'll have more videos for Spikes, but yeah, make sure to like, favourite, subscribe, and we're out.